Hey everyone, welcome back. Today feels like a great day to smoke a brisket. So let's get started. The best way to smoke a brisket is low and slow. So we're going to smoke this overnight. So there's a few things we got to get ready to prep this to get it on the smoker. So right now we'll warm up the smoker because it will start it at about 200 degrees. You don't want it too hot, as you want it to slowly cook this and break everything down. So what we're gonna do is first, whenever you buy a brisket, you get a little thick fat cap here. We're gonna cut some of this fat cap off. We're gonna put our dry rub together and then warm up that smoker and get it ready to go on. So let me go and get some stuff ready and we'll come back. All right, get yourself a nice sharp knife and start to try to cut this fat cap off. Try not to cut your fingers or anything. Got to get it underneath there. You can see how thick that fat cap is there. You don't want that on there. I'm try to get it. You want to take it away from the meat, but you want to get that down pretty close to that meat as you can get, right? All right, we got the fat cap off. There's a little bit on the other side, but it's okay on the other side too. If you have a little bit of fat, you don't need it all off, right? So like there's a little bit here, you can see, and that's fine. We just wanted to get the really thick stuff off. So next we're gonna make our dry rub. If you watched any of my other videos, you've seen I make my own dry rub with like brown sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika. And if you want, you can add something to make it spicy if you want. Usually I don't mind a little spice, but the rest of the family doesn't really want spice, so I don't really put anything in it to make it too spicy. So I'll kind of show you my rub, and then if you guys want, I usually put a little bit something different in there to kind of make it my own, but I'll show you my dry rub and then we'll put it on here, let that dry rub kind of absorb into the meat for a little bit, and then we'll get it on the smoker. So let me go get some of that dry rub. So I got all the ingredients to make my dry rub. You guys can make your dry rub. I'll show you this real quick here. And that's what you can use for your dry rub there. If you want, I won't let you sit and watch me make this rub. I'm just gonna come back when I have some rub here, and then we'll put it on the meat. Now you can see all the ingredients. I haven't even shook it up yet. So just kind of tumble it, shake it, get it all evenly mixed up. Sometimes you'll get little clumps, of either the brown sugar or the garlic or onion powder. Not a big deal. As you can see, some of them are already clumped up. You can just kind of break up the clumps when you put it on. So now we're going to just liberally, like you want to put a lot on there, right? So I'm going to do the grill sign down first. Once you want to kind of massage it in a little bit too, and get it in there, kind of get in the grooves there. If you got any grooves or any openings, any flaps or anything, you can go to the sides too. On the sides if you can. The side's much thicker, so I should be able to get on there. All right, and the top. Yeah, you don't have to be shy. You won't hurt it with the rub. Now that we've got the dry rub on there, we're gonna let it sit for maybe about an hour, just so it soaks in to the meat there, and then we'll warm up that smoker to about 200 degrees. Today, what we're gonna use is we're gonna use oak for our brisket. Oak's it'll give you a medium smoke flavor to it. Mesquite, you can get it if you want more or less a really stronger flavor of smoke, or you even go fruity if you want a little bit less. But today we're going to do oak. So once I'm ready to put it on the smoker, we'll come back. So it's been sitting for almost an hour. So I'm gonna go and put it in the smoker. So let's bring it out to the smoker. Can you ask for better weather? It's almost the end of October and we're in the mid 70s Fahrenheit, right? So mid 20s Celsius. So I just opened it, so it was at 201. Now it's dropping a little bit, which is no big deal in the grand scheme of things. When you're smoking for 16, 18 hours, a couple degrees for it to get back up to 200 isn't going to make a difference. So as you can see here, I got all my oak pucks in there for my wood to smoke. So I'm going to smoke it right up until I wrap it before I go to bed. So I'm going to smoke it right until I'm ready to wrap it, and then we'll come back in about 4 hours, just check on it. So let's open her up and get this on there. All right, my big head's in the way here, so there you go. You can see the pucks will push in every 20 minutes. A new puck will drop and heat up. So we'll see you in a few hours. Okay, so it's been a little over 4 hours since it's been in. So as you can see, it's starting to get some color on it. So I'm going to wrap it in some butcher paper. So I got a double layer butcher paper here. Just try to wrap it tightly here. So kind of fold it in. Nice and tight. So keep all the juices in. So now we'll put that back on the smoker, and in about 8 hours we'll come and check on it. I'm going to leave it at 200 degrees. I'm not going to raise the temperature up yet. I'm going to come back in the morning, first thing in the morning, check on it, see what temperature we're at, and if I need to bump it up. Okay, so in for the night. All right, so it's morning now. Wanted to wait until at least it was light out, so it's about 7:30 in the morning. As you can tell, the temperature got chilly overnight, so I went down to 185. It's still fine. So what I'm going to do now So I'm going to put my probe in here. Now this probe has an app to it, to my phone as well. So I have it programmed to hit 190 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to put this probe in, see where we're at, and then I'm going to bump this up to 240. Definitely can smell it. Tried to get in the center of the meat, and I got to go through the paper here, so figured it'd probably be about 160, 170. Since it's been over 13 hours now. And looks like we're at about 160, which is good. Oh, there we go. So now I'm gonna leave this on. I'm gonna bump the temperature up. To 240, and then we'll come back and check it. I do have the app that'll tell me when what the temperature is, but it's on the phone that I'm recording, so I'll come back and we'll update you in a couple hours. Okay, just took it off. It is at around 190 degrees, but I'm not going to unwrap it yet. I'm just going to keep it wrapped for a little bit, let it cool down for an hour, and then we can slice it. Open it up and see what she looks like and slice it. All right, it's been rested, so we're gonna unwrap it, see what it looks like, and start carving it up a little bit. You can see all the juice is still on here. I don't know if you can see that, but that looks beautiful. Tons of juice. So, oh, get curving. I want to carve into the big part, so we can try to see the inside. Juice is just dripping off of that. We got some containers here so we can start putting some of this in there. I like to try to keep it thin, right? Don't want to make it too thick. I want to get kind of the paper out of the way so it's easier for me to cut and see what I'm doing there. So I kind of remove the butcher paper so I can kind of get at it. Real thick, but you can see how tender it is. Look at it, just floppy like that. Like, look at it. Do want to taste this too. So there is a nice little bark on it too. So maybe I'm going to go on this end here. The end. There's still a little bit of fat on that end there. Just a little smoke ring, and then you see the bark there. It's melting in your mouth. Holy cow. Yeah, barely even have to chew on that. Definitely got a good dinner for tonight. Now, you can also do little burnt ends if you want. If you want to do like the corners and stuff to make some burnt ends. You don't get much better at burnt ends than these. But no sense you watching me slice this up. As you can see, I've already got it nicely sliced. Got a little burnt end there, a little bit of fat, but if you have any questions, leave in the comment section below. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified when I post another video. We'll talk to you later.